Why did I get married to? The way that I would like this.
No, not
No,
two.
one.
Why did I get married?
Yeah. Oh, why did I get married?
Two is literally
I know I was
two.
about to say it again. But why did I get married? Well,
Hey y'all, I'm Kiki Hunter.
What's good, people? I'm Mark Hunter.
Welcome
Welcome
to
to
the
the
Hunt
Hunt
Life
Life
Podcast.
Podcast.
We created this podcast to give a real view of life as millennials navigating the world.
Real life discussions about the struggles our generation go through from family, love, and everyday life.
what's good, people's Hunt here.
Hey y'all, it's Kiki.
Welcome to the Hunt Life Podcast, episode 41, Dirt Nowinski. On this episode, we will be touching upon pause, touching up on nothing. But nah, on this episode, we will be part two of toxic Black love films. And on today's episode, we will be talking about Why Did I Get Married, part one. Because who watched part two?
I did and I liked it because part two was way more in depth. But I digress.
Maybe we had to watch part nine because they taking it off of Prime. So I'm
Um,
about to say maybe we gotta watch part two next.
I was gonna watch it tomorrow anyways.
No, but it's today is the last day. It literally like we
Part
literally
two?
I think so. We gotta
Um,
check. But we was like literally like on the deadline. Like the
um,
movie was like 115 minutes left and it was like 120 minutes left before they take it off.
oh, 2 hours.
Yeah. So how was your week?
Um, it's alright. It's alright. Had its ebbs and flows. Feel more like it was an irritating week, but it is what it is. It'll be the weather.
Hmm.
It'll be the weather. There's a lot going on. There's always a lot going on. But it's just one of those weeks. We
Okay.
finally got some sun, so everybody enjoyed that. But what about you, Mark?
I'm about to say you just forgot about me. Nah, tired.
Of what?
The weather, first of all. Like
like,
God, dog, just mad disrespectful.
I,
That was disrespectful. The whole look that you gave when I just said tired. Like I could have been tired of multiple things, but because of the look on your face, it's like, bro, I wish you would say you tired. What you do to be tired? Like that was that look. It was like, but nah, I'm tired of the weather. Ready for some sunshine.
nah,
Like,
yeah, the weather with the rain has been too much.
like yeah, it's extra. Like more than anything, it's extra.
Yeah.
But enough of the pleasantries that she's giving off at this moment. We're gonna get into the movie. So, why did I get married to? The way that I would like this.
No, not
No,
two.
one.
Why did I get married?
Yeah. Oh, why did I get married?
Two is literally
I know I was
two.
about to say it again. But why did I get married? Well, I think the way that I'd like to describe it from like my perspective of looking at it is it was about four couples. You
Mhm.
got your toxic black
Typical.
couple.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was four typical type of relationships in black marriages.
Hmm.
You got your toxic baby mama, baby daddy drama couple.
Yeah.
You got your rich friend couple with a
Well, they all had bread.
yeah, but it was the well, you got your modern day woman.
Yeah.
You
The
got
career driven
the
couple. Yeah.
yeah, one of the career driven couples. You got the toxic dude that's cheating on his wife.
Yeah.
And
With the baby
then you
mama, baby
also
daddy.
got
The
the
perfect couple.
supposed to be perfect
Seem
couple.
like that nothing ever goes wrong in a relationship.
Yeah. And they
And then you
decide
got the
to
loveless couple that's like nobody shocked they divorced. Like
yeah. Wait, which couple was that?
the one that divorced.
Oh, that's what
Jill
I was saying.
Scott
Yeah, the
and
toxic couple. Well, I mean not the
they weren't
toxic,
necessarily. I
but I
mean,
would
it
say
was
the
messy.
toxic dude that was
Oh
cheating on
yeah.
his wife. I'm like,
Oh
damn, you caught that five couples. Like,
no. Well, yeah. I didn't know that's what we was talking about, but I'm
yeah,
like
he the only
they
one
were
that
more
cheated
like
on
a
his wife, like
loveless
talking
like
about it.
couple. Like she loves him, but he ain't love her back.
Yeah.
And it just
She got away with words, as you can tell. I like that. Loveless couple. I'm like, getting into your Arthur bag with that one.
Bro.
Like she was playing Scrabble earlier, so But besides that, like they decided to go up on a couples retreat, which for me personally, I feel like it was a bad idea because they all had shit going on.
There's always something going on.
Yeah, but they had like a lot going on. And like
It's always
nobody really wanted to talk about none of the stuff that was going on between themselves, and they wanted to put on like a big happy face for their friends.
But that happens in real life. People do that all the time.
But then
you said it watching it. You was like, "That's weird. This not really how this goes." Actually, it is. Like now, nobody wants to talk about their relationship. Everybody just want to like ignore the flags and the elephants in the room. It's always something going on. That's real life.
Well, because dudes don't talk about their relationship until like
that's
it's
the problem. Until it's gone said.
Until it's like a dire need type stuff.
Exactly. Why are we waiting until it's in shambles?
Because it's not my responsibility to poke and pry into your relationship.
It's not poking and prying, but I don't know. I guess I just view friendships different. I feel like it's a support system, and that's the problem.
No, but we support each other.
It's not support, because if you messing up somewhere, you need how you having somebody hold you accountable if y'all ain't talking about nothing to be held accountable about.
But
you're avoiding the situation.
But if a dude doesn't open up and tell you about what's going on in their relationship,
that's what
you're
I'm
not
saying.
Supposed to poke and pry into their relationship. That's the difference between men and women.
No.
Y'all like the extra details.
Yeah, because I need to assess the situation. It's not the extra details. You don't have to give me all the details, but y'all don't talk about relationships at all. Like y'all just avoid it. Like y'all be going through some shit and y'all like a gloss over it. And it's like, okay, so no, y'all really don't want to be held accountable because y'all
if you're going, no, that's not true.
You just said that y'all don't talk about stuff
we don't. Like I'm not gonna come up and ask you how's the wife and you tell me she good. I'm not gonna be like, you serious? You show.
If I just saw y'all arguing 2 seconds ago, yes, I am. If I just saw y'all walking here cussing each other out, and I'm like, yo, what's up? And you like, we
that's
good?
not my business. I'll mind my business with
See
that.
What I'm saying?
See,
no accountability. Because I'm gonna ask, like, because you let me in your business when you walked in here like that. If you didn't want us in your business, then you play the perfect couple. You act like Janet and her husband, and you walk in this bitch like ain't nothing happened, ain't nothing wrong. We on one accord. You walking here cussing each other out. You just added us all into the group chat, so we need to know what's going on. You did it. You came like this.
And what happened through the TV show? All the women, every time something was going on, they was talking to each other about it. Because we
be open and honest. I'm not gonna keep. You're not gonna keep. One thing about me, you're not gonna make me uncomfortable. You need to leave. If y'all got that many issues, leave.
They all had issues, so they should all left earlier.
Well, it is. We ain't finna talk about it. I damn sure ain't finna sit at this table and act like it ain't nothing going on, and clearly it is. I'll go eat in my room. Like, I'm not gonna do this.
They all sat at the table and act like nothing was wrong.
That's the problem. I would have been chick, the crazy one. I would have been her. Because, baby, you think I don't do that. That's not my definition of friendship. It's just not, I get everybody view friendship different. People have friends for, I guess, different reasons. Mm-hmm. You want friendships. My friendship is my support system. Like, I need somebody to talk to, and I can't talk to my family. I can't talk to you. I may be trying to figure out some stuff before I talk to you. I'm trying to, like, sort out what I got going on.
Yeah, but you toss the conversation out there.
Yeah, but
it's up to your friend to like want to like pry into, like, because with dudes, but it's like once you toss it out there, then I'm wrong if I don't like ask more questions to get a better understanding. Yeah. Then I'm not being a good friend. But with dudes, we don't just instantly just like, if you say that you and the family is good, then we leave it at that.
Well, that's in general, yeah. But I'm saying like how with them, they can't like what's that name?
But yeah, if you come in hot and heavy,
they coming in arguing.
Yeah, but if you come in hot and heavy, then it's like, all right, once we not around the women, then yeah, we might be like,
so what's up with you?
Dang, what y'all got going on? Oh, you didn't piss off. I see. Like, yeah, we gonna make a joke about it.
More than anything. Y'all play too much. Like, why is it a joke?
Because it is.
You need to figure, like, you can joke about it, but like, what's the deal? Like, because
it's breaking the wall. Because we already know that when we get into this conversation, 9 times out of 10, it's gonna be some. If everybody else see that y'all are going through drama and y'all going through some stuff, like that means that it's more to it than what's we finna talk about. So this conversation might take a toll to where it's like, all right, this shit is some sad stuff we finna talk about. So how about like a little icebreaker? Make it fun of you is like an icebreaker, and then
Wow.
it's like, I mean, then we get into it. But before the end, because my friends hold me accountable for the shit that I do, and then I hold them accountable for the stuff that they do. Now, do we go out and seek the stuff that you're doing? No. But if you tell me what you're doing wrong, and if you want my opinion, I'm gonna give my opinion. If you tell me, I'm gonna give you my opinion because I feel like you told me for a reason.
Yeah.
And that's the same thing with my friends. Like
I
if I
mean, yeah,
say
you can't be
something, then
prying.
yeah.
It's not like you can't pry in people's relationships. But I'm like,
But then it turns into where like, nah, she just be tripping. Then that's when it gets a cap. Like you did something, bro. Because dudes will say that, nah, she just be on some extra stuff. Nah, what really happened to where she did this? Because we already know, bro. Like we know the difference. So it's like, nah, what really happened?
cause not okay. See, what y'all missing is we was watching it, right? And so when I got to the point, everybody got to the house except for Buddy Dude and
Bald
Jill,
head dude.
yeah, and Jill Scott, right? It was okay. Terry and Diane,
Good, because I don't remember none of the name. Oh, Marcus and
Marcus
Angela?
and
No, her name was
Sheila,
Angela. Yeah, Marcus and Sheila.
Marcus and Sheila. Terry and Diane was Tyler Perry and his wife.
Yeah.
That's Terry and Diane. Marcus and Sheila.
That was
Um,
Jill Scott and Bald head. No, wait, Marcus and
no,
Sheila was
Marcus Sheila
Michael
was
Jaleel White.
yeah, and then what was
Bald
Janet?
head, yo, and Jill Scott, and Janet was Janet Jackson
I can't stand you.
and Goatee Dude. I don't remember his name. But every couple had their own little thing going
Thing,
on. Like
yeah.
Jill Scott and Bald Head Dude. The bald head dude was mad disrespectful to his wife because she
Oh
was a
no, you
big
was right,
woman.
Angela,
Oh yeah, I
Angela
thought
and
so. Marcus.
Marcus. Patricia was Janet.
Okay, Janet Jackson and Goatee Dude
Yeah, and Mike.
and
Patricia
Mike.
and Mike.
Patricia and
Sheila
Mike.
was Jill Scott.
Yeah,
So Sheila and Mike, Gavin and Patricia. Because Patricia's Janet and Gavin is the husband.
so what couple we gonna talk about first? Because I feel like we gonna break down all 4 couples
So when
and
we
their
got
problems.
there, they like everybody was there except for Gavin. No, dang, hold on, I'm trying to get it
Except for
straight.
bald
For
head, except
Sheila and Mike, right? That's Jill Scott and her husband,
yeah.
side chick, right? Because he run the
He
side
brought the
chick,
side chick
and
to
that was
the couples
wild.
retreat. He was wrong.
Because I would have went to jail.
And I like the way the dudes kind of sort of checked him about that situation. Like, that's wrong, bro. You can't bring your side chick. Yeah, they talked about it and they like, dang, boy, it's hitting that. But they also was like, that's not right though.
You damn Skippy, that's not right.
Yeah, because it's not. You don't bring your
Like,
side chick to the
what are we
couples
talking about?
retreat, bro. Because you gonna make it hot for all of us, bro. Like you making the block hot for everybody.
We started watching and Mark was like, this ain't realistic. This is not how me and conversation go. And I was like, why don't? Maybe that's the problem with y'all. Maybe y'all don't be having the right conversations. Like maybe this is the problem with a lot of men. And so I'm like, why not? Because these are men in their 30s. So I'm like, to me, it sounds logical for a man in his 30s to be having this type of conversation with his friend. And it's a couples retreat. It ain't like they just drive out for beers and then like this, like y'all on here for some couple stuff. So clearly your relationship gonna have to come up at some time.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
why
not
y'all on
saying it's
here.
not coming up, but they just jumped into the relationship ASAP. It went like no, like catching up a little bit, and they just
Well, they probably
instantly.
did that. It's just a cut camera scene.
Yeah,
Like it was
I
cutting
mean,
into
I'm
what
going
they
by
was
what the
doing.
movie showed me. Like they just instantly jumped into like, shit, I got that stuff, man.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we can break down the couples.
So what
So
couple you want to
who?
do first?
I don't even know.
Well, before we get into the couples, my favorite scene out the whole entire movie the part that just made the movie like what it is was between Angela and Baldhead dude when they was at the dinner table. Oh, his name finna be Baldhead dude for the rest of the movie. Cause he always doing some trifling shit in every single movie. Cause I was finna call him Slim because he was slim up on the wood.
Oh.
So yeah, Baldhead dude was when them two was going back and forth. And he decided to shoot up the club. Like he aired the bad boy out. They
Oh
both
yeah.
aired the situation out, but he aired it out. He was tired. That was my favorite scene. That was like the highlight of the movie.
I always like the ending. I'm an ending person. Like I always like the end of movies because
because Janet Jackson finally had got a tear out.
Don't do her.
Boy, she was struggling to try to cry.
Don't do
that
her.
movie.
And fun fact, the lady what's her name? That was on Good Times that played her mom on Good Times. Mm-hmm. She said that she had to teach because Jenny had to cry for that scene, and she wouldn't cry. Like they had did the scene like 4 or 5 times. She wouldn't cry, so she had to. Her mom let her come over for a weekend so they can practice on like the scene. And so she said she had to lock Jenny in the closet and told her she couldn't come out until like she cried.
Somebody should have locked her ass in the closet for that movie.
She was like, but she was like, that's when she understood because of her upbringing and stuff like that. It's the like she don't do well with tapping into like
emotional
that.
side.
So she was like, she had to think about like the saddest thing for her like to get those tears out. So now watching that, I was like, that's so crazy because now that's what I'm thinking about trying to watch her try to cry. And I was like. That's why I asked what year did it happen because I was like, I don't think Michael Jackson had died yet. Because when you watch part 2, she was bawling.
But I'm like, she played the role. She was crying her ass off for that movie.
I'm like, that could have been.
But then she also was pregnant in part 2, so they could have been pregnant. But
remember, she got pregnant after Michael passed, right? So she could have tapped into those emotions during that time because that's when she was still happy. She's still with JD then. I'm saying, but I digress. Anyways. Okay, since we already own Jenny, since you did.
That's your favorite scene because you can see yourself doing that.
What?
Getting an award. Getting an award for your book. Having a big book thing. Oh, I get you.
That's not.
I get you. I'm on to it.
Please.
She just up there. I want to thank my husband. So I can sit there. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mark, please.
So
I just like the whole ending because I like how Sheila came back, baby. She done bounced back, you know what I'm saying? The glow up was real, you know what I'm saying? She came back and she got the that's see what I'm saying? That's just shady. And then, you know, everybody was like on one accord. I love endings. The ending is always my favorite for most movies. It is because it makes or break it. If you end something
if you got a trash ending, it messes it up.
Like I'm the one that's livid. You throw the whole movie away. So since we own Janet, Patricia, and Gabby,
yeah,
because that's gonna be another question we will ask later, or ask and answer later. They were technically the perfect couple. They was the couple that like they had stuff, but not necessarily right. Like they was swept the perfect, it under the rug. Yeah, but all of the other couples look like they looked at them for the guidance. Like they were the perfect couple. Like they didn't really have a whole bunch of random issues going on and stuff like that. They was the perfect couple, and to watch how they interacted with each other and like to see like that was hard because they lost a baby. Mm-hmm. So it was like, dang, it's not really even y'all got an issue with each other. It's like this event happened and mourning is hard, especially when you're mourning over a baby. Yeah. Like I don't wish that pain on nobody.
And then it hits different for each person too.
Yeah, and then y'all cope differently. Yeah. So it could seem like one don't care as much as the other. Mm-hmm. And it get real iffy. And that was their issue. He didn't understand how she was coping and how she was mourning and dealing with it. Yeah. So he couldn't understand it, and that was bringing them apart versus bringing them together.
Yeah, because he wanted to mourn the child together. Yeah. Versus she was fine with doing it apart.
Mm-hmm, doing it apart and moving
drowning
on.
herself into her work.
But she's also a therapist, right? She went about it the clinical way. The therapy way, like, okay, this is what I have to do with my feelings. And like he did it like just any old regular smuggler person who just lost somebody. I'm out here hurting, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they coping with it differently, and it showed that part, even though they were the couple everybody kind of looked up to.
Yeah, because even through the whole entire thing, yes, they had that issue hanging over their head, but everybody like skip around their issues
Mm-hmm.
and like not really paid attention to the simple fact of that they was more distance from each other than
Then
everybody
everybody
else
else,
was
they
through the whole
were.
entire movie.
Mm-hmm.
From the beginning when she was talking at the school, when she was talking to her class about her book, and
Mm-hmm.
she asked her husband, when they asked the question, how y'all doing with y'all marriage, even though that y'all been through a lot. And she said, well, my husband right there, why don't you ask him?
Yeah,
And
he
he was
straight
like,
dissed the question, baby. I would have got so pissed.
yeah, he dissed the question. He was like, man, we late for our flight.
I would have like, oh, that's what we do. Oh, okay.
But she did. She was like, okay. I'm like, well, you see,
Yeah.
there you go. So,
So yeah, so they were that couple, and so I can relate a lot to them. I get it, of having that, and then who else?
because I'm like, I feel like we had that pressure
Terry.
up on us.
That's why I'm like, I'm gonna ask that question later. Like, who do
Uh,
we feel like we identify with
yeah.
most out of all the couples? But just run. You say we're gonna run through the couples. So
Yeah.
it was Patricia and Gavin, and then it was Marcus and Angela.
They had baby. He had baby mama
He had
troubles.
baby mama drama, baby. Ooh,
He had
wee.
baby mama drama, and then because because he had baby mama drama, and he didn't get that situation under control at the beginning, it bled into his marriage to where now he got two women out here just running rampant and acting a clown, acting a plump fool because he didn't control his situation.
Yeah. And then like not Patricia, Angela. Now Angela, I see a lot of myself in Angela. I see a lot of me in Angela, baby. Listen, Angela is a lot. All right, she she likes to get her little drink on. She didn't respect him as much as a man, especially since like he was an ex-football player. He lost his career ended.
Mm-hmm.
He had to be employed by her
Yeah,
because
but
she
he
had
helped
her
put
own
her
stuff.
on though.
Yeah, so it was
But I
like
think it was more so because he didn't have his baby mama under control.
Yeah,
I don't think that she would have went as hard and throwing every single thing in his face if he would at least had control over his baby mama.
Yeah, because it was
that
like
was
that
like the
dominance.
backbreaker. It's like, you lost your, because I'm pretty sure he wasn't like that when they got together.
Yeah.
So it's like you losing like your stuff. So since you losing your stuff, you're making her have to be the more dominant factor.
Yeah.
To where you damn near finna have your wife and your baby mama out here fighting.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Because if you can't keep that situation under control,
It can
like
get crazy like that.
Yeah, and especially with just being disrespected constantly
Mm-hmm.
by somebody else, and y'all trying to blend the family, like in general, like in-laws. If you do got baby mama, baby daddy drama, that's just always a hard thing. So you have to have some very strict boundaries with that type of stuff. And it seems like a lot of the times he was scared to like make that. And again, we all know people and real couples that go through that.
Yeah.
But I think it could have came from her trying to insert her dominance. Like, I am the one that's here for you. I am the one that's helping you. I'm still with you after you lost your career. Like, I think it's just the way she did it came out toxic because she is upset about it. And like she said, she got 5 brothers, so I think she's the only girl in this series. So, because she kept mentioning she had 5 brothers, so she kind of got that spoiledness about her too. So they were just a toxic. And he said like that's our love language, right? Mm-hmm. Like that's how we do. We argue. That's how we know we love each other. Mm-hmm. But when do that? And a lot of couples say that. But it's like, how much do y'all argue to where it becomes unhealthy?
Yeah,
and they argue too much to where
it's too much argument to where it was unhealthy.
And then so that's how Angela, I can listen. She had a lot. I saw a lot of me in her, but she was a true friend. She was real loyal. She did love her husband.
She was the one that wanted to tell Jill Scott about what was going on versus the therapist and the other chick.
Yeah, I think her heart was always in the right place. It just didn't come out right.
Yeah.
That's why, and so that's what her. And then it's 3 couples.
It's
right?
4. Tyler Perry and then Jill Scott and
Oh,
them.
baby, yeah.
Tyler Perry had him a strong
Terry
black one.
and
Tyler.
No, Tyler is Terry.
Oh,
Terry and
well,
Diane.
Diane. Yeah, Diane was a
Diane and
strong black
Terry.
woman. That's what she
She
was.
was very
She was
she's
a
a
modeling
millennial.
woman.
Yeah, she was like the millennial woman. She wanted the career. She didn't really care for the kids. She wanted to climb the corporate ladder. He just wanted a family. He was like, I just want a family. Like, I'm okay with you climbing it, but I want to be included, right?
Yeah.
And so he was going out of his way kind of to be like, see me. Like, he told her assistant, don't you call here no more. Like, oh, sir, really? But he wanted to spend time. He was like a husband that's yelling out to spend time with his wife. And like a lot of women don't understand. Girl, if he love you that much to where he willing to listen, don't try to be cutting off all the phone lines. So listen, this man needs some dire attention because what's gonna happen next, and later on, it started happening. She started thinking he was having an affair because you're not doing what you're supposed to do. But you see him trying, like begging for your attention.
Mm-hmm.
So he just wanted to be with her and be a family and create that. She wanted to climb the corporate ladder. She didn't feel like she didn't have time for that.
Yeah,
And
she
a
didn't want no
lot of
more
women make that
kids.
mistake.
And she didn't have that conversation with them too. I think that's another big part of that problem too. Because I think he would have been fine with her climbing the corporate ladder if she would have just explained to him that she didn't want to have any more kids.
Yeah, like
she kept that as a secret.
knew that that's what he wanted.
Yeah.
But instead of you
she wanted to have
about
her
it
cake
head
and eat
on,
too.
yeah, you
She
didn't
was
want
a
to talk
modern
about
woman.
it. Yeah, instead of saying like, hey, I don't really know when I'm gonna be ready. Like, even if you don't know, like, you have to say you don't know. And instead of her saying she didn't know, she just avoided it. She gave him one kid. It's like, well, I gave you one, baby. That should be enough. And then you got your two. So you telling me that, like,
that's
what?
toxic, bro. Like, that's toxic.
So, like, baby, that was just. It was like, girl, no, it's giving a little selfish. It's giving a little selfish right now,
little. She gave a lot of selfishness.
She was,
and then when they aired her business out about her tying her tube, she was still mad at him. Yeah. Like, he did it. Like, he personally went in there while she was sleeping, tied her tubes, and then blamed her for doing it.
It's the independent woman syndrome. We gotta prove that we like. That's what I'm saying. She like the millennial corporate independent. I want to climb the corporate ladder. I need to prove that I'm. When she had it, she got it all. She got the husband, she got the kids. She still reached her goals because she said she finally made partner. It's what she's been wanting. You living your dream, and you still, come on. But a lot of women do that. They'll choose their career over their relationships and over their family, and then wonder why they can't find a man when they're ready and the career is stabilized. It's not no higher they can go, and they're like, "Oh, I'm ready." You done ran everybody else off. People don't got time for that no more. Like,
so
you still
it
have
was
to prioritize.
Gen Xers portraying the millennial lifestyle.
Yeah.
Like, that's what that movie was.
Yeah.
It was like millennial couples.
Cause I think, that's something like we all know somebody like that. Like,
every single one of the couples, we know people like that.
Yeah, you can identify.
And then you last couple, Jill Scott and Baldhead dude.
This man would have had me in y'all. I watched half of the movie like, I'm going.
Boys was wilding.
I'm going from the beginning, from the first 2-3 minutes in when they got on that plane. I was like, I'm going to jail. Like, the way they would have had to drag me off that plane when he told me to get my big ass up. Who was you talking to? Because he not paying for 2 flights. And you told the side, she was like, no, don't worry about it. You can just have my seat. And he was like, no, you stay.
It wouldn't have made no difference.
Yes, because that would have been the 2 seats.
Where he was going to sit.
She was saying, I'm not going. Versace was like, I don't have to go. I'm just not going to go. She could just have my seat next to 2 seats. That way he don't have to pay for another seat.
Yeah, he could just sit
and
up
she
in the
could
front.
Still go. He can go with his wife.
Right there.
And he was like, no, you stay. What you not going to go for? In my face? You're not even going, I'm going to jail. Oh, I'm finna go to jail. Who? What? And then he got her this raggedy rental. broke down on her on the side of the
I thought that was her
road.
Benz because he told her to drive your car.
No, he said he'll get her a rental car. He bought her at the airport. Because remember, they was at the airport, so she had
Oh
to go to the
yeah,
airport, get a rental, and drive down.
yeah.
They gave her this raggedy car, broke down on her on the side of the road.
It
But
wasn't a
God,
raggedy Benz. It was a simple fact, bro. She drove from Washington D.C. all the
that car
way
was
to
raggedy. That it don't matter because it was a Benz. Benzes be raggedy.
it. See you.
Benzes be hold that. Don't be acting like you ain't seen no hold out
Yeah,
Benz.
but that was from a rental place. It
It
wasn't
don't
hulled
matter.
out, bro. Like it was
That was a
it was like
raggedy.
a oh 06, oh 05. Like it
No,
was an
you
older
looking at the
Benz.
wrong car. That car was raggedy.
You just look. You thinking about new Benzes. You remember the movie was in '07. So no, that bad boy was like a oh 06, oh 05 Benz.
Baby, listen, it
But
ain't no
she
way.
drove it across America. Like
I
she
don't
tore that Benz up.
listen to me. The way I would have acted a plum fool,
Then you got the dirty Mac and Kai.
but God, let me tell you about it. He sent her next hug. He said, "Baby, don't you cry till I'm on the way." Listen, won't he do it? He was sending her next husband on the way. Okay, express delivery. Roll down there with him. He saves her. Meanwhile, this motherfucker got there a day early and didn't even call and check. Baby could have been ate by wolves.
They didn't
Don't
have
know what
cell phone. Oh no,
happened.
they did. No, they
They
didn't really
did.
have cell phones. She was the only one that had the
It don't
phone.
matter. That's your wife. Why would you not call her
She
and
was on the
try?
BlackBerry too, so you know they didn't have cell phone.
First of all,
That
them
was
bitches
the
they
little BlackBerry. That wasn't even a bigger BlackBerry. So that means everybody didn't have phones. They probably had them dusty ass Nokia phones. Like ain't
no,
nobody
cause
have
what
phones.
Sheila had
Oh, she had that flip
she had a
joint.
BlackBerry. Terry
Yeah,
wife.
yeah, because she was like everybody didn't have a phone.
That's you call your wife. I don't care if she don't answer, she ain't got no signal. They asked him, did you call her? He's talking about for what? For what? Oh, I'm Angela, because I'm on your ass. What you mean for what? I don't play. Listen, what I don't do is play that. I don't play that. What you're not going to do is come in here being disrespectful. I like what y'all do at home behind closed doors is your business. But when you in my premises and you in my house and you in my vicinities, I'm not having it. You finna watch your mouth and your tone. Because excuse you, like what?
Nah, he played in her face the whole
The
entire
whole
movie, and
time
that was
I'm
wrong.
going to, I was like, this is why I don't do this. And then women be like, oh my God, I'm so broken. He did this, he did. Baby, I'm trying to fathom how you stuck through this. Give me your guidance on patience. Because I've said for a long time, even when I was younger, I used to definitely say it when I was younger, how do you take all that? Because the way my patience set up, I'm going to jail. I can't, that's, some women have so much patience. It's I'm speechless about it. Like I don't even have the words to describe to you the patience is through the roof, baby. You got the patience of the Lord Himself, okay? Because me don't got it. How did you take him talking to you like this? How? That's why I'm like, I can never be. If I'm going into an abusive relationship, it's gonna be real abusive because I'm gonna abuse you back. Like I'm not gonna sit here. I'm already an abused child though too. So me and abuse don't get along. Like I'm going into defense. Like because now what we talking about? The way she said she got dressed for this man. Come in, and this is why women be scared to put themselves out there, even with your husband. You come out, you looking crazy. I'm going to jail. He told her she looked like a tent. He,
Like,
dog.
yeah, he fired her up.
He
Told
told her
her to
she's
turn that
starting
light
to
off because she was
glow.
glowing.
I'm going to jail because no, you're not gonna embarrass me like that. Talking about Trina said you were like he's on Trina lie, and then laughing in her face, baby. I'm going
Boys
to
was
jail.
disrespectful. The
I'm
disrespect
going.
level was high.
I was triggered.
It was
I ain't
off
gonna lie to
the it
y'all.
was off the radar.
I was triggered real bad throughout. Like he triggered me every scene. I just couldn't take. I
Yeah,
couldn't
his
stand him.
disrespect was just off the meter.
I would have
Like
been Angela. I would have been Angela in the situation. Cause what? I know you didn't. Like, and you acting up like you already bring your side bitch on this trip. You would think you would be trying to shut up and hush.
Yeah, boys didn't care.
He doubled down. Like, he stood 10 toes down behind his trifling. Listen, it was too much. He didn't care about this man walking in with his wife. This random single man walking in with
No,
his
he
wife.
did. That's why they started the stuff at the table because
You cared more about him flirting with your side chick
Yeah, that's
than
what
you
pissed
cared
him
about
off.
him walking in with your wife. Hey, shit, Trina ain't going nowhere with him. You don't know where your wife been with him. Like, she been missing for 2 days. You don't know what she been doing for these 2 days, and you just, oh well.
He didn't care about his wife
It
no
took me
more.
out. That you know.
So what was the question you was gonna ask?
Okay, and if you're at home, you rewatching this. Well, I'm talking about rewatching like it's live. I'm sorry, y'all. What couple do you feel like you identify with the most out of Why Did I Get Married? That's the question. So if you're watching this, drop in the comments which couple do you feel like you identify with, or you identify with out of those couples. So I direct the question to you. Which couple?
Oh, to me, a mix of.
He said a mix
of Angela and Black Bruce Lee.
Wow, that's crazy.
He is.
I'm
a mix between them and then like the perfect couple.
Wow, really now? We think you know.
Yeah. Well, which other one I feel like we is? I ain't disrespectful like old buddy dude.
I'm going to jail. Listen. I
because
think
we
I think what I feel like I identify with, like, in couple wise, I feel like it would be Patricia and Gavin.
Mm-hmm.
Because we did have, and I didn't realize, like, I realized but I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
People put a complex on who you are in a relationship because y'all don't seem to have a lot of drama going on.
Yeah.
And
so
like,
when
y'all
we
seem like
was
y'all
going through
always got it
stuff,
together.
everybody was like more so shocked.
And like, it was the pressure of saying like, I'm not okay, right?
Yeah.
Like, and it was like, I felt that I'm letting everybody down, and that made the situation
that made
way
it
worse because it was like, why am I thinking about other people? Like, I was, and it wasn't
everybody
thinking
was
about
just
like, what
so
are you gonna
upset.
think?
Like,
it
like,
was more so
man.
like, y'all. And I remember having to tell a friend, it's like, I ain't perfect, right? But I feel like that in my life in general. I feel like everybody sees me as the Patricia. Like, I'm just,
because you a healing coach and you wrote a book.
I'm so sick of you. Like, because I'm the one that tends to seem like I always have it together. Like, I would probably be a mix, like, not relationship, but personally wise, I probably would be a mix of Patricia and Angela together because I'm hot headed. But I also have my stuff together, and I don't do drama.
Yeah, but you're a mix of 3 of them. Because you was a career-driven woman, but you chose to have your family over career.
Yeah, so that's why I feel like I got identified with a lot of them on there because you're right. I was very career-driven, and I had a goal. I wanted it. I got it, but it did. I hit that wall where it was like I got to pick, and most women don't acknowledge. I won't say that I don't get it. I think we all come to that point. I think we just don't acknowledge we're at that point. And I acknowledged I was at that point where I was like, if I keep doing this, I don't think I'm gonna be the best wife or mother that I could be. Like, really, because I'm going to choose my career over it, so I have to walk away. But Patricia, I could definitely see because I had to discuss it to a friend. Like, I ain't perfect, and like the pressure of y'all always thinking that I don't go through my own stuff, and like my relationship is perfect, and we don't got no problems, and we don't go through stuff. And in my mind, I'm like, we went through more shit than a lot of y'all. It might not be as toxic because a lot of it wasn't on our own account per se, but we still went through stuff, and we were still 2 individual people.
But that's why I say
Marcus,
I feel like I'm a little bit like Bruce
Yeah.
Leroy, cause
Not
because I was like to a certain extent like letting the extra stuff go on instead of like stepping up and actually like voicing what I don't like about everything. And I know
yeah.
baby mama, baby daddy drama. I ain't got no kids on the outside. I wish I would. Like, not
But
me. I'm not one of them niggas. But like, I mean, no disrespect. I'm just saying in general, I'm not one of them. You feel me? I take care of all of mine. But like, yeah, by just because I had like issues at the beginning of our relationship, my biggest problem was that I didn't try to like keep stuff separated between my immediate family and my like my now family.
yeah.
I was too busy trying to blend both of them instead of like keeping it separate and doing because I realized that it was toxic, but I never tried to like make sure that it was separate so it doesn't spill over.
Yeah.
I let the spillover happen, and then now it's too far gone to where it's like, all right, it is what it is, but like I didn't step in at the right time.
Right.
So that's why I'm like, yeah, I can feel like, oh, buddy, dude.
Yeah, because you're still trying to blend. That's why I said like it's the disrespect, not even just from like if you had a baby mama, baby daddy drama. It's like you have to set boundaries with people when it comes to your spouse. Like when it comes to your significant other, you have to have boundaries and you have to stand very strong on those boundaries about your partner. Because if not, people will take advantage of that. Everybody, and if you have a family that's accepting and all that, cool, love that for y'all, for real, like love that for y'all. We all just not blessed with it, and unfortunately for us, we were not blessed to have that, to be able to blend it. For me, I already knew where I came from. I already knew I came from a toxic environment, so I already knew whoever I ended up settling down with, I was gonna have to stand 10 toes down about them because I know my people. I know my mom. That is not necessarily disrespectful. He's not like that, but my family be about that life, and they will play with you in your face. And if you let them trying to be on some respectful stuff, listen.
The stories.
Like I'm telling you, so I like 10 toes down. Like y'all keep watching, y'all know hear the stories. I'm
That was
telling
a
you.
wild story. Like that was wild. Like
What?
the story stick with me for the rest of my life, bro. Like we was having our drinks thing. We had everybody over for the wedding, and we was
Oh,
doing our drinks thing.
yeah,
And your mama was stranded out there, and
yeah.
we went to go get her. And instead of her thanking us for coming to get her, she went off on both of us the whole entire time that we came. The whole entire time it took for us to get from out there in the middle of the night to
Middle
back
of the
on
night.
this
I'm
side
talking
of
about
town.
12 a like it's literally mid, like in the middle of the night.
Them two argued the whole entire time. I finally said something, and she got on my ass. Like,
Baby in the bed, sleep. Listen,
yeah,
it
that
was
was
a
a wild night.
time.
It was
Like,
hilarious.
and I was like, what you not about to do? I was like, pull over, like, and I'm dead ass. Everybody was looking at me like, I know she not. Like, he looked at me like, what you mean, pull this car over? Because I'd be damn if she finna sit in this car and constantly disrespect you. I'm not having it. Pull over and she could walk the fucking rest of the way home. And in his mind, he was like, girl, I'm not finna put your mom out this car. You ain't got to. I'm finna put her out this car because I'm not. Say one more thing. I dare you. If you don't want to be walking on the side of this freeway, you better hush it up right now and find some sense.
Then another good story. We was at was that my mama birthday party? My mama probably either it was her birthday or she had like a get together at her house, and one of her friends' daughter was over there acting the she was being extra, and she pissed Kiki off, and Kiki turned up, and when Kiki turned up, I turned up right behind her motherfucking ass, and it was like on up in that mug, like that was hilarious. My mama apologized to her friends so long, but I mean your daughter was wilding.
I don't even remember what that girl did. It was just little stuff the whole night, and she finally had hit that. She struck that chord. And one thing about me, I'm respectful to I'm not. But nobody is ever gonna be able to tell you that I play about my husband because I do. I'm telling you, I don't play. Like I do not play no disrespect. You're not gonna be in my face, playing in my face. Listen to me. Cause what? Listen, because I'm quiet in any scene in real life. I'm very laid back. I'm very chill because I know I can take it there. I'm very quiet. I'll peep in the scene. So I'll peep stuff that's going on way before other people even see it. Baby, I had to be carried out. That's why I be telling y'all for real, I'm going to jail. I can't be in certain situations and certain environments like I'm going to jail because I'm gonna go left.
And I was pissed
just,
because she was pissed, and I felt like that this random person shouldn't have been over there because we don't even know who she
I don't
is.
even know you.
So
So
like,
what's your
yeah,
beef?
that
Like you
pissed me
just had
off.
a weird beef. So I was like, I mean, what it could be what you want. Like I ain't never been scary. I ain't never been scary. Win, lose, draw, baby. It is what it is. Like,
And that's just 2 stories. I didn't at least gave you 3 good stories in the past 2 weeks.
so it's
Cause we
listen.
was wild. When we was younger, let's just say we was a hoot. Like
No, listen. I'm
man, we
telling
had
you.
fun. But I mean,
But
the
I can't
movie
see that
was
because it was a lot of situations where with me and his family, he don't have no kids, y'all, but I felt like I was the side chick. I was because it's just the fact of fighting for somebody else's attention. So
yeah,
that's why I was like, I can relate to Angela in that way because I'm not finna sit here and fight for your attention. I'm not
yeah.
finna sit here and act like I gotta come second when you live here. Like what baby, if they want you, they can have you. I don't play second fiddle to nobody. That's just me personally. I don't care about your mama. I don't care about because I feel like everybody has a place. I ain't trying to be your mama. I ain't trying to replace her. I'm not trying to be your. It's them roles I can't replace. I don't take no roles that ain't for me. Even
Mm-hmm.
I have beef. People got beef with me because when we was just girlfriend and boyfriend, I was like, don't give me no wife role. And they would introduce me as his wife, and I'm like, but I'm not. Like, well, y'all got a kid, and that I'm not. That's not what he ain't gave me that. So don't give me no role he hasn't given me. Like I don't play. One thing about me, I'm gonna stick to my role. But what I won't do is be disrespected. So I'm like, I'm not finna play second fiddle. Like it gotta be a boundary. And
Yeah.
if I have to insert the boundary, ain't nobody finna like how this go. Like it's because I don't really care. Like if I could stand up to my mama, what you think I care about yours for? Like, and I tell anybody that, like, get your people because I'm gonna be the one. Like, I don't care about none of that. Respect is respect. So I can relate to that feeling of her trying to insert dominance and it's coming out more angry.
Mm-hmm.
But I think we had the pressure, especially when we was going through a lot. Everybody had, passed away. We got a new baby. It's just a lot going on, and
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize how much that pressure weighed until we was going through stuff, and I felt like I ain't had nobody to turn to because I'm like, everybody think we just that we don't got no issues, and I don't know if that's really how they felt, but that's the way it made me feel. Like I felt that's how I was perceiving it from them.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the way I
And
perceived it too.
that particular friend that I disclosed that to, I think two of them, and they were like, "Well, we didn't know we was putting that pressure on you," and like that, because again, people don't know, right? And like I said, I don't do drama, so it's not. I'm not the person that's gonna call you every other week talking about, girl, he did. I'm just not that friend. I believe in keeping stuff private. And even with that situation, we kept very private, very discreet. I don't do drama.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a lot of pressure to have.
Yeah.
On top of being a couple, because no matter, and that's the thing with the internet too, people start to idolize couples and relationships, and it's like nobody relationship perfect, y'all. Like
Yeah, everybody go through stuff.
yeah, we sit here, we telling y'all our stories and how we got to this place. But that does not mean we are perfect. That does not mean we have all the answers. People start idolizing folks on the internet because they seem like they have the perfect
Yeah, and it don't mean
relationship.
we don't argue no more. We still have our little tits. We don't
Yeah,
have them all the time, but we still.
because we're human. I think people have to figure out what their happiness looks like for them and not try to mimic something else. But the pressure of having to be perfect can weigh in a relationship
Yeah.
because you already humans and y'all already got to go through stuff. But now you scared to make a mistake because you have people counting on you, and like sometimes you just want to be vulnerable. And for me, I'm the strong friend, so sometimes I'm like, I need y'all to check on me too. I ain't always the strong one. Like I'm very sensitive for one, really, really sensitive. So it's that pressure is a lot, especially when they was going through something as deep as having a baby, and everybody
Mm-hmm.
was tiptoeing around it, like, "Oh, I'm sorry. How are y'all holding up?" Like y'all was asking, but not
Yeah,
really
action.
like no for real. Cause you know your strong friends. You know 9 times out of 10 they not gonna say nothing because they don't want to bother nobody. So you have to be a little bit more pushy with them. Be like, no, for real. It's
Because
how
even
you
at
really
the
doing.
end, before the book thing, the book signing, Angela and corporate chick,
Yeah.
they came to her with her problems, and she's helping them through her problems. But she also then spilled that
She was
her and
going.
her husband was going through something at that moment too.
Mm-hmm.
She kept that quiet, but she still helped them with their stuff. But
And that's usually
she
how it
knows that
goes.
her friends was there for her.
Yeah.
She just chose to keep it between them
Mm-hmm.
two.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like you can know, like it's not like you don't have support, but it can start to feel like you don't, even though you know they're there. Like, but you don't want to always wait till it's a dire need situation to get them people involved, right? Like you need people that's gonna be the same way you is about them about you. Like call me and be like, "Bitch, what you got going on? You all right? What's really going on?" Because you know I'm just gonna tell you I'm okay. Like I'm all right. I'm chilling. Like, and that's kind of how they played it. She said she was okay, so okay, she okay. Help me with my problems. So the
Mm-hmm.
strong friend can't always be strong, and a strong couple is not always strong. Like call and check on people, like especially if you know they went through something traumatic or like they had a hard time and they was going through some stuff, a little turbulence, and you ain't called and checked on them and been like, "Hey, how y'all holding up? Like y'all good?" Like I just check, show some type of doggone concern. Like how y'all making it? How y'all doing? Like it's not being nosy because if you care, you care. That's what I'm like. Is it's not prying. It's just it's like if my friend lost a baby, the year anniversary, I might call him like, "You alright? How y'all doing?" Because this is a lot.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying people have different expectations of friendships. For me, in recent years, especially being in my 30s, it's important to me to have a support system. I don't need to just go out and have fun with you. I got kids, I got businesses, I got real stuff, right? Like I might be having a day and I just need to rant with you about everybody getting on my damn nerves today. That's it. So it's the support for me. But I think I identify with Patricia, but I can see the Angela and
Mm-hmm.
what's his name? Jaleel White. I can see that too. So yeah.
Black Dynamite. Yeah, he was. He was
He
Black
was.
Dynamite.
But yeah, but
But
that goes without saying. I think the least favorite couple was definitely Mike and Little Tachi. Baby, I just would have went to jail with that whole situation. That sounds like, and you had them friends that be like, don't start too much trouble, baby. I'm Angela. I'm causing all the shit. I'm bringing everything to the front door. And Angela was the only one sitting up there. She exposed her own secret, baby. You ain't had nothing on her, baby. Baby, she exposed her own self since we all telling secrets. Like, she thought this was a game. Like, she having pure fun. I'm her. Like, listen, since we doing this, I'll tell her my own self. Like, that's how I'm willing to sink this shit. Like, we all finna be upset. Oh, well, like, okay. I'm her because as friends, we be scared to say certain stuff. I'm not gonna be scared. Now, if you mad at me, you gonna be mad at me, but I'm gonna tell you. I'm your man is moving a little shaky out here. I don't know what you want to do, but now what you do with that information is your business.
yeah.
That's your business. if you gonna ignore, just don't go off on me for it. Because you go off on me for it, you gonna have another issue. Yeah, I let you sit with it. But tell your friends the truth. Don't be talking about they ain't ready. And this is gonna hurt them. It's gonna hurt for them not to know. And I'm not gonna be the friend who's sitting here breaking bread and I know somebody doing something shady to you behind closed doors. I can't even operate like that. I'm not that friend. I can't. Friendship is a serious thing for me. But I'm loyal to anybody in my circle. I can't sit here and let some shady shit go down on my watch because I don't want to be a part of that. When the shit hit the fan and you say I knew and you knew. We both knew. Now we act like we ain't know nothing. We gonna act like it together. But you not finna get me caught up and like Kiki knew. The hell if I did. Because I don't want people to do this. If you know something, tell me. Don't have everybody talking about me kikiing behind my back. Y'all having private conversations. Because in my mind, everybody was laughing at me. Then that probably wasn't what was happening. But because y'all was having these private conversations about me instead of including me, I feel disrespected. And now I can't trust none of you bitches. Like, I can't trust none of y'all.
I think that was like one of the best Tyler Perry movies.
Really?
Yeah, because all the other ones is trash.
When I just thought he was making a change.
Diary of a Mad Black Woman, trash.
You can learn a lesson from all of them.
Don't be Blair Underwood. Don't be bald head, yo. What's his problem with bald head dudes? He paint bald head dudes as as villains. A bald head dude must have took his woman back in the day. Cause how many movies he got on that with a bald head dude and they the villain? Majority of his movies,
I'm not gonna do this.
The bald head dude is the villain. In every one of his movies, he's always like the dude that's always he just want his wife. He just want his kids and his wife. Every Tyler Perry movie,
he's always the good man, Savannah.
He's always the good man, but the bald head dude got to be the villain. He screwed up with Blair Underwood.
He was an asshole.
Yeah, but he smacked fire by her. He like, whew.
Cause that's just disrespectful. Like, yeah, like, and he be having the most disrespectful stuff be happening in his movies. It's like, baby, where? Around black people? Who? It's the fact that he brought his side chick. She wouldn't have made it through the door. Are you serious? Try that with my friends. I promise you she won't make it. Like, listen.
But that's one of, to me, that's
he be having outrageous stuff happening in his movies sometimes. He be like, this is
because none of the Madea movies is good. His plays was better than his movies.
That's true. That's true.
The plays that we grew up on, his plays was better than his movies. But all his movies to me has been trash. And we have watched a bunch of Tyler Perry movies.
Yeah.
They're all trash except for this one.
Yeah. I mean, I think I can learn. You just got to catch the lesson. I get what he be trying to go with the movies. It's just sometimes, like I said, sometimes be outrageous. Like with this particular one, it showed to appreciate what you have. Like they talked a lot about the 80-20 rule, and if we practice more grace in our relationships, I think we can all get a lot further. Because everything is not always going to be fair. Everything is not always going to be perfect.
Yeah, but you do it as a couple.
Yeah, you do it together. If you don't like her weight, how about you help her? How about you? No, for real. Like, how about you start?
Right. I'm just. He was trying to help.
He wasn't. He was firing her ass up. That's not how you do that. You don't tear her self-esteem down. It's okay saying, hey, like, I have a problem with your weight.
I see where he was going.
You can say you have a problem with her weight.
You can bring her self-esteem down, and then once
don't do that. Don't start. You got to start.
I'm just doing what Tyler Perry did.
You don't bring nobody self-esteem. You help do what the good man did to her. He worked her out.
Dirty Mac.
He ain't Dirty Mac.
Yeah, he was. She was still married.
Woman. No, they wasn't. They was going through a divorce.
He over there half naked. Why they still married? Why she still married?
Apparently her husband didn't care.
Sitting over there sweaty and shit. Like
another man's trash is another man's treasure.
With his little bitty ass afro. Like that boy had a struggle for the whole movie.
He was listen. You could cook her. You start making dinner. You start coming up with the meal plans and just have her cook it. How about you take her to the gym with you? You clearly still care about yourself. How about you do that? Maybe we should
Oh,
start
because
going
his
on
bald
walks.
head was shiny. Clearly, he cared about
You
himself.
you started taking her on walks. You started doing these things with her to get her to get the results that you want. But to tear somebody down is crazy. But also, like, the thing was, in all of the relationships, what they did was they did not
Respect each
they
other.
didn't respect each other, and
Communication.
they
Communication was a huge
that's a
thing.
huge.
That's why
huge
we
one.
always say communication, people.
Yeah,
We always say communication. If you want a key to a successful marriage, the words is communicate.
yeah.
Communicate through it all. Communicate through the good times, the bad times, the hard times, the sad times. Communicate.
Even if it's not gonna be what the person want to hear,
Communicate.
just say it because y'all can work through it later. I ain't
Mm-hmm.
saying be disrespectful. I always lead with respect. All right. Would you be okay if somebody did it to you? That's my rule of thumb. I'm not doing that I won't be okay with somebody doing me. So I'm always gonna lead. You should lead with it. Like, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Lead with that, but that doesn't mean that you always have to break it to them easy. Like, trust them enough to take your feelings. Like, trust them enough to be able to hear you and know that it's not coming from a malicious place, right? Like, it might not be what they want to hear, but they know deep down you're not saying it to hurt them.
Yeah.
Like, but they still need to hear, I don't like this, or I don't like how you made me feel here. I don't want to do that, or I really just don't give a damn right now. That's okay too. Say that, and then y'all can start, because that gives you some way to start working through it. But if y'all just never say it, it ain't never gonna get attended to, and now everybody harboring feelings, and it's gonna lead to other actions.
Mm-hmm. So communicate through the BS.
Mm-hmm.
And with that being said, I'm Hunt.
I'm Kiki.
This is the Hunt Life Podcast. Hunt Life.
Live dreams. Bye, y'all.
What's good, people? Before y'all leave, don't forget to like, share, and comment. Oh, and follow us at
Hunt Life the Podcast on Instagram, TikTok, and here on YouTube. Please hit the subscribe button. You can also find me at I'm the Key on Instagram, and you can follow us on Hunt Life Co. on Instagram and TikTok.
And you can find me on Mr. Hunt Bubbles on everywhere. Mr. Hunt Bubbles on everything, and also Hunt Files. And don't forget, if you got any comments or any statements or anything that you want to leave us, you can always find us up on Instagram and Hunt Life, the podcast. Have a great day, y'all.
Bye, y'all.
Hunt Life, live dreams.